Hello, all. Today we will be uncovering empaths, the soft-spoken detectives of the soul. One of my all-time favorite authors is the legendary Agatha Christie, but it's her character, Miss Marple, who truly steals my heart. She was that seemingly sweet, unassuming old lady in the corner, quietly knitting away while secretly decoding every suspicious glance and whisper in the room. Folks saw her as just a gentle granny, completely oblivious to the fact that she was a sleuthing ninja of deduction. I totally vibe with that. Empaths are like the Miss Marples of the spiritual world, underestimated on the outside, but secretly piecing together life's puzzle on the inside. We're the ones sipping tea at the back of the room, while our intuition plays detective, connecting dots that others didn't even know existed. We don't need to grill anyone. The truth dances around us long before words catch up. Miss Marple cracked murder cases. Empaths crack people. Not because we're trying to, it's just that the soul shouts louder than words, and we can't help but listen. Being an empath is a bit like detective work, part intuition, part keen observation, part emotional Wi-Fi that picks up every vibe fluttering by. Unlike Miss Marple, we do it all quietly, gently, with a knowing smile that says, I see what's really happening here, but go ahead and finish your act. Empaths don't walk into a room, they read it. Not because they're nosy, but because their nervous system is basically a spiritual Wi-Fi router picking up every emotional signal within a 30-foot radius. Like Miss Marple, they sit there knitting or sipping tea or minding their business while quietly clocking who's lying, who's hurting, who's pretending, who's 2 seconds from a meltdown, who's spiritually constipated, and who's about to make a terrible life choice, all while smiling politely. Empaths are the ones who say, I just had a feeling, and everyone else says, how did you know? Because they felt the plot twist 3 chapters before it happened. The Miss Marple method, Empath edition. Miss Marple never interrogated anyone. She simply observed human nature until the truth confessed itself. Empaths do the same thing, except instead of murder mysteries, they're solving why someone's energy feels off, why the room suddenly feels like a wet sponge, why their chest tightened when a certain person walked in, why they're exhausted after brunch with that one friend. Empaths don't need clues. They are the clue. Their intuition is so sharp it could slice through a narcissist's entire personality structure. The spiritual mechanics of empathy empaths aren't just sensitive. They're spiritually wired to absorb emotional frequencies, detect energetic inconsistencies, sense truth beneath performance, feel what others suppress. This is why empaths often look calm on the outside while internally running a full psychic crime lab. Why is he smiling but his aura is screaming? She said she's fine, but her energy is leaking sadness. Something's wrong with this story, but I'll let them finish lying. Empaths don't confront. They collect data. The empath's double-edged gift? Being an empath is a blessing wrapped in a burden. The blessing, deep intuition, emotional intelligence, spiritual discernment, the ability to comfort without words, the ability to see truth without proof. The burden, emotional exhaustion, absorbing other people's chaos, attracting broken birds and energy vampires, being the unpaid therapist of every social circle. No, too much without wanting to. Miss Marple had the same problem. People underestimated her until she solved the entire mystery while they were still looking for the magnifying glass. Empaths as spiritual sleuths. Empaths don't just feel emotions, they decode them. They can tell when someone's lying, when someone's hiding pain, when someone's projecting, when someone's manipulating, when someone's pretending to be spiritually evolved, but is actually powered by unprocessed childhood wounds and 3 crystals from Amazon. Empaths see the truth behind the truth. They see the soul behind the story. Unlike Miss Marple, they rarely announce what they know. They simply adjust their boundaries and let the universe handle the rest. Need more help? Check out the pros, healers, readers, and spiritualists. Thanks for watching, DPC.